Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. A few months ago I uploaded a video about changing the in-cabin air filter of the XK8, which resides about in the middle here under this plastic trim. And yesterday I had a question about that video from a fellow XK8 owner, Phil. Thank you for your question. And Phil was asking, how do you even know if your car has an in-cabin air filter? And it's a fair question because not all XK8s came with in-cabin air filters, and especially the convertibles. Naturally, it's sort of counterintuitive to have an in-cabin air filter for a convertible vehicle. So his point was that he wouldn't be doing the work himself if he wanted to find that out. He would have to ask a garage to do that, but they'll have to then charge him for the labor just to find out yes or no, I have or I don't have a filter. There may be other ways to figure this out, like easy ways, without having to go through the process of really removing everything here and visually inspecting the filter. I didn't have a good answer for Phil yesterday, but I slept on it. And this morning I came up with a solution, and I would like to share that with you now. And Phil, I hope this helps you out. All right, we'll be working on the side of the air box. And you see this metal bar here, which is used to brace the whole body of the car and increase its rigidity. Starts from here, travels this way, and actually enters all the way through. And if you look over here, you can kind of see it there continue. See that metal piece is a continuation of this very bar. So this would serve for you as an orientation or as a guide of where you need to start your inspection. So follow the bar, you'll see it here, and you basically just put this in. You would want to use more or less this very square that is right next to the bar to start your inspection. We'll be doing the inspection with a very basic USB endoscope camera. Now, I bought this about 2 years ago from Amazon. It was 15 or so dollars. When I check the same listing now, it's over $30. So prices have definitely changed, but I found a different brand. I suspect they all come out of the same factory, really, but different brand, different listing, again for 15 or so dollars. With the endoscope camera, the cable is very long, but you only care about the last few inches here, and set it up in a way where this part is completely straight, and then you curve the very end, the camera piece, roughly 45 degrees to the side. Once you have this in place, you can slide it through this square that we spoke about earlier. Sorry, I'm trying to do this with one hand here. There we go. And once this is in, there's a big sort of cavity underneath. Once you're there, you can then turn the cable left and right, and this will essentially give you a complete view of that cavity through the camera, and you'll be able to inspect for the filter. Now, I'm going to stop the recording from the phone. I'll connect this camera to the phone, and then I'll record this exact footage where we sort of dive in and we look for the filter. Okay, the quality here will not be great because the resolution of the camera naturally for $15 it's very low, but it will do the job. You can see the metal bar here that I was talking about earlier. It goes through, there it is, and you want to go right next to it. You see this black square right next to it? That's where you want to go in from. Let's see. You would push through right there. It is. There it is. That's the filter, right? So this white part is the filter, and literally this took seconds. If you know that you have a filter, but you want to inspect your filter, this is also a good way to do that. If you wonder if your vehicle has one, there you go. Literally in a few seconds, you can have your answer. If you have no filter here, this would be some sort of a likely black plastic piece blocking the opening towards the compartment. And if I pull this out now, there it is, just coming out. Oops, sorry. There we go. And you know what, I'll do it one more time. You just go through this hole right here, push through, turn it around, there it is. Yeah, and you can see the whole sort of cavity here. I can push further if I need to, but there's no need. It's very clear where the filter is and whether you have one or not. Now, you might think, well, that's okay, but I still have to buy the camera. And yes, you still need to spend a bit of money, but this camera can be useful for a lot of other things. Let's quickly cover that. With the endoscope camera, a few simple benefits that you can get out of it around here are, for example, you could inspect the internals of your engine underneath the valve cover just through the oil fill hole here. If you are changing your spark plugs and you have the ignition coils out and the spark plugs out, you can very easily go straight into your cylinders, and there you can check for two things. You can check for carbon deposits on top of your pistons. You can also check for scoring along your cylinder walls, right? Sort of get a glimpse literally inside each cylinder. Again, sort of priceless information to have, especially if you suspect some sort of an issue. So those are just a couple of simple examples of how you can leverage this for other tasks around the car. This is also very useful in the house. I've used it for drain pipes. You can get it wet, submerge it, absolutely no problem. Again, multiple uses. And just to be clear, I'm not pushing a specific product. You can buy whichever endoscope camera you have. All I'm saying is it's a good sort of household tool to have, and you can use it for your car, you can use it for your house, just plenty of applications for it. The brown surfaces that you see here on the side are essentially, that's the plastic cover, and then the very clean metal is the engine itself. Alright folks, I hope this was useful. Phil, best of luck in checking for your filter. All the best, and see you again in the next video. Take care.